Close your eyes for a moment and imagine a summer evening 40 years ago. The air would have been crowded with sound. Crickets calling from the grass, cicadas humming from the trees, wings moving rapidly between flowers. Every chirp, hum, and call was an active exchange of data. These voices conveyed specific warnings, invitations, locations, and identities across an arrangement where every creature had its own frequency. Stand in that same kind of field today, and you will notice a severe physical absence. The grass still moves and the wind still passes through it, but many of the voices are missing. The voices that remain are being buried. Human, industrial, and traffic noise has physically encroached on natural frequencies, forcing the sounds of the wild to compete with the constant hum of our machinery. We often mistake silence for peace, but for an ecosystem, a loss of sound is an alarm. When a landscape falls quiet, it loses the ability to coordinate its own essential functions. To see how these systems break down, we have to look at the smallest voices first. Insects provide the steady mid-frequency hum, the foundational rhythm section of the planet's acoustic arrangement. In 2017, researchers found that across 63 nature reserves in Germany, the total mass of flying insects had fallen by more than 75% in less than 3 decades. Even in remote Colorado meadows with no farming or pesticides, insect biomass dropped by 47% over 35 years. This collapse is complicated by the fact that our engines and machinery occupy the exact same acoustic frequencies used by crickets and grasshoppers to communicate. This overlapping roar keeps these animals in a constant state of high alert during the exact hours they need to be feeding. By masking their calls, industrial noise interrupts courtship and foraging. It effectively transforms a familiar habitat into a space where insects can no longer hear the signals they need to survive. The melody line is also fading. Since 1970, North America has lost nearly 3 billion birds, almost 30% of its bird population. Most of these losses come from familiar families like sparrows. Grassland species, including meadowlarks, have seen a staggering 53% decline. The survivors are struggling to be heard. Many birds are forced to shift the pitch of their songs or change their singing schedules entirely to rise above the volume of city traffic. 60 years ago, Rachel Carson imagined a spring without voices. She viewed it as a warning of a future that might eventually arrive. That future is now a reality. Our engines are rewriting the dawn chorus, disrupting the territorial and mating calls that have guided these species for thousands of years. Underwater, sound matters even more. Baleen whales rely on low-frequency calls to find one another across ocean basins, far too vast for sight. As shipping fleets grew, low-frequency ocean noise rose by 12 decibels since the 1960s. Now, the North Atlantic right whale has lost 80% of its communication space. A voice once crossing a sanctuary is trapped behind human-made static. This noise slows whale migrations by as much as 20. A landscape that cannot communicate is a landscape that loses its ability to function as a whole. This loss is not yet complete. The ecosystem is responsive, and when we provide the necessary room, the voices return. We have seen this resilience in North American waterfowl, which increased by 56% after wetlands were restored. Osprey populations, once decimated, have now more than quadrupled. Reclaiming these frequencies starts with small, actionable changes. Leave a corner of your yard wild for insects. Point outdoor lights downward and use warm bulbs to give migrating birds their sky back. Support shipping initiatives that prioritize quieter holes. Perhaps the most foundational step is to simply notice sound while it still exists. Stop for the dawn chorus. Listen for the crickets after the rain. Noticing the quiet is the first step toward protecting the sound. If we listen to what remains, we still have time to keep the symphony from fading away entirely.